So
Okay,
big say
so we can start. Okay. Good afternoon, peoples. How's everything going?
everything's
Good.
amazing. Big said, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Just living, just living.
You have pretty
Now
teeth.
thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, look at there. Let me tell you, Nina Long compliment somebody, man. I felt it for you, brother. I started cheesing a little bit more. Like, can I get one?
I'm,
Can
I'm,
I get one of
I'm put
those?
my number on the screen. Let me stop. Okay, let's get to business. Okay, Walmart has put y'all back together after 20 years.
Yeah.
Um, how does it feel to actually be Nina and Darius again? And did you ever anticipate, with the success of Love Jones, did you anticipate 20 years later, since there's been no movie, that the two of you would be reunited as Nina and Darius?
I think this is something the fans have been waiting for a very long time. Lorenz and I have a shorthand with one another. We are like brother and sister, honestly. I mean, you guys see the characters in this romantic setting, but we really have a wonderful shorthand with one another that it's timeless, right? And Love Jones is one of my favorite films. Wherever I go, wherever we are, everyone's like, when is Love Jones? When are you guys going to do something together? And it was so cool when Walmart asked us to do this commercial. I've always been a secret, like I've had envy of all the people that get to do Walmart commercials. I just think they're so cute. And when you have kids, they get really excited when they see you on TV and you get like mom points. So this is a wonderful reunion for us. And it just kind of, I've worn my little sparkly shirt today to just get me in the spirit. So it's good.
It's been
You sure it
amazing.
wasn't because I was here? I'm joking. Go ahead.
It's you
Yeah,
too.
of course, that's why.
You
It's,
too.
it's been really a joy to reunite with Nia. Obviously, we continue to continue on with our strong friendship in real life. But when we're able to find moments like this, man, it feels so good. And we've tried many times to figure out what we can do, but this just seems seamless, right? This opportunity to work with Walmart, which is such a great brand. And we thought like this makes absolute sense. Let's give our fans and the people that we consider family who've been supporting us for so many years a little peek into where Nina and Darius could be or where they are right now.
Well,
And
right now we're shopping at Walmart. That's
that's
what
what
we're
we're
doing.
doing.
Of course,
Most
of course,
importantly,
of
Most
course.
importantly, right now we're buying an amazing record player. Which did you get yours yet? We need to call someone because I want my actual one at my house.
yeah, we need it. It's on its way. Walmart, it's on its way, right? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
on its way. No, but it's a cool ad, and we had such a great time just reuniting. And Nia's super easy to work with, and just always fun. And there was a lot of laughter, and people got a chance to see what our relationship is and how it resonated back then, and how it still remains today. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how people receive it.
So being that we haven't seen you in 20 years, and based on the commercial, the commercial that I looked at, what is Nina and Darius doing now? Like, of course, there's a big gap. Of course, I don't anticipate it being like a full setup, but like in your mind, like where y'all at right now?
Still being in love, raising a beautiful
We're
young.
having lots of sex for sure.
Okay.
Of course, they have to keep it
Nothing wrong
right.
with
You know what I'm
I
that.
saying?
mean,
This is Nina and Darius. That's
they don't.
men.
I mean, that part is definitely not dying.
But
Okay.
more pointedly, is Darius still a photographer? I mean, is Nina still a photographer? Is Darius still within the arts? Like, where did your career go?
Oh,
It's
well, we don't. I mean, I would say that an artist is always an artist. I mean,
correct.
artists change, they evolve, they have different interests, but I would assume that she's still a visual artist in some capacity. I think she's probably a mom. They're raising their children. They're doing what people do when you're in your 40s and your 50s, and that is, um, you're growing, you're learning, you're evolving, you're raising, and you're learning. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing for me is the last 10 years personally. It's like you learn so much about self, but you also just have a different perspective on the world, which allows you to kind of take the position to be of service. And I think that's what art is about. It's about being of service, and you're giving a gift to the world to inspire. So if I were to say what's Nina doing, it'd probably be kind of very close to what I'm doing in my own life.
And they're also doing it all while being in their 40s and 50s, the new,
We're in our 50s, Lorenz. I don't know why we keep going to.
Like, listen, but we're making it the new 30s, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're keeping it right.
Well, I'm 27, so I don't know.
Listen, I'm 27 and a half, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it right. I love it.
Now, of course, people are gonna start like clamoring for y'all to reunite, to reprise your roles because of this. Because I mean, Love Jones is definitely one of my favorite movies. I think it's like every black person's favorite movie. I don't care what they might not tell you that, but I think that at least one of them, because of just the way you're connected and everything involved with that. And black love is definitely something we all preach. So what do you think? How do you think that this is going to, is this going to morph into something else? Because people are going to start asking once the commercial comes out.
Well, of course, and that puts us in a position that we want to be in, to be able to create what that next thing is. And so Nia being as smart and creative and incredible businesswoman that she is, and I like to meet her on that same level, this will open up the doors for us to answer those questions after this is being received. But we're working on something.
We're going to have lots of offers after this commercial. Thank you, Walmart.
Thank you, Walmart.
It could be a television show. It could be a film. It could be a sequel, Lorenz. It could be some new, I don't know, it could be a new story. The thing is I've had a lot of leading men, but LT is my favorite. He will always be my favorite. When we were standing in the rain.
Yeah, come on, man.
Remember we were wrapped in garbage bags.
Yeah,
underneath our wardrobe. Standing in the rain, kissing for hours.
Listen, it wasn't.
We paid our dues.
I had no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It was the elements. Vic said the elements had played no part. I was so locked in, brother. I was locked in. So what you saw and what you felt was very real. You know what I'm saying? I was locked in. So it was good. No, we're trying to recreate some cool stuff. And I think after this wonderful, like I said, like Nia just pointed out, thank you, Walmart, because there's a lot of great things that will come from this. But we are working on something. Nia and I got something cooking.
Yeah. So like I said, I know I have limited time with the two of you. So what is Nia Long and Lorenz Tate doing outside of, the Walmart thing? Like, do you have anything coming up or anything that you want to speak about as far as what's coming up in the future?
We got the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was going to say.
2025. Yeah.
Yeah, 2025.
And Nia in this movie is, y'all, she's out of here. The Michael Jackson, she plays Katherine Jackson, fantastic. So she encompassed her in such a way. It's going to be phenomenal, and you will hear everybody talk about it. And I'm going to be her biggest champion, just rooting her along the way as all that great stuff. I was fortunate.
Can you say who you're playing, please?
Oh yeah, I played the incredible, legendary Berry Gordy. And
that's right. And he's spot on. When I walked on set, I was like, stop it.
I can see it.
He had the walk down. He had the body language down. And Lorenz, like, you literally came on and shot like 4 or 5 days later. You didn't have a lot of time to prepare.
Yep.
Remember we had lunch together in my trailer? Yes. I was Katherine and you were Berry Gordy. We were like both in full costume. So I'm really looking forward to telling Michael's story hold on, low battery. I'm looking forward to telling Michael's story and sharing, another side of who he was. And I think everyone loves Michael Jackson, his music. At some point in time, he's such a reminder for me of my youth. and I think playing Catherine was such a gift. It was such a gift. And I really relied on my commitment to my own children, because there's nothing like a mother's love. And there's this deep connection to protecting your children. And I think for me, that's what kind of motivates the performance. And working with Antoine Fuqua, I mean, look, we could go on and on and on about this, but you will see Nia Long and Lorenz Tate as Katherine Jackson and Berry Gordy in the Michael Jackson movie. October 5th, I think we come out. It's in October. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I look forward to
right
it.
around time before we celebrate your birthday. We good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
So I think I have probably maybe a couple more questions. So, what advice would you give anybody that wants to follow their passion, regardless of what it is? Like, because the two of you have had successful careers and long careers. So what advice would you give to people to encourage them to pursue their dreams?
I always say run the marathon and not the sprint. Nia and I have been doing just that, looking at it, years and years down the road, not looking for the quick, success right away. Sometimes that's what we assume because we see so many people who are, successful in the industry. But whatever it is that you're doing, you have to find yourself in a way that you can truly continue to, no matter what, trust yourself and believe in yourself through the highs and the lows. And the laws of that is that great things will happen to you because you stick with it.
Yeah, I think it's this industry, there's cycles, right? And personal growth, there's cycles. And some moments are meant to shine and be there for the world and present yourself, and other moments are meant to be more internal and more about personal growth. So I think part of being an artist or whatever it is that you want to be, but part of honoring yourself is understanding which season you're in and take advantage of what that season has to offer, and not to allow like frustrations or expectations to take you to a place where you're, holding yourself back. Right. So this industry is tough. It's one of the hardest ones to be in, and you just take one day at a time and honor self, say no, say yes when you want to, and just every single day do something that services your purpose or your agenda, is what I would say.
One last question, because I see I have like 14 seconds. No. Outside of Love Jones, what is the character that you want to be most identified with?
I love Miss Peggy from Roxanne. She just represents my youth. She represents the Black women that I know. She represents Queens. She represents New York. She represents, the things that I experienced as a young girl. And I think single motherhood, shout out to all the single moms, because it's a hard job. I don't care what you do, where you are, how much money you have, what rate. It's the one thing that you can have a conversation with a single mom all over the world. It's universal. It's a universal conversation. And there will be several things that you find in common with that woman. It's a connective tissue. But I just think Miss Peggy was a hero. I think when I look at her life and the girls that she raised, her integrity, and she wasn't a perfect woman, because how can you be when you have so much against you from day to day? So yeah, I love Miss Peggy.
I can't help, if I wanted to, it's going to be Darius,
Well, that's the reason why I said outside of Love Jones, because that was too easy.
It's hard. For me, Darius is one of those things that just supersedes all things. But, the other one it would probably be, old dog and right now, Councilman Tate. Love or hate him, people. I can't go anywhere without Councilman Tate. So yeah,
Love that you created that yourself because it's so opposite of who you are. Like you're fun and light and, you know.
Yeah, Councilman is all self-serving. He's slick.
He's so slippery.
Right. But yeah, so I can't get away from him. So right now it's Councilman Tate. I can't get away from him.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I know y'all probably have a tight schedule, so I don't want to intrude on it.
Well, appreciate it. Thank you so much, Big Sid.
No problem. And good luck with everything and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thank
you.
That
was for Nia. No, I'm just joking.
You shooting a shot? Come over there. You over there. You over there shooting.